Hello fellow YouTubers, welcome to this video, and did you guys see that shocker? I mean, the Celtics somehow beat the Cavs. I'm stunned. The Cavs had been sweeping through the playoffs, and then the Celtics win Game 3. Man, my mind is blown. Legitimately blown. And that's what this video was about. So hopefully you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Okay. Joke's over. The real shocker of the night was that I don't think I heard a single CM Punk chant all night, even though they were in Chicago. That legitimately might be the first time in a decade that there hasn't been a CM Punk chant in Chicago. Maybe I just missed it, but even if I just missed it, maybe it's just filtering into my ear, and then my brain just decides, I don't want to hear it, and it just ignores it. Because that'd be just as good as if the crowd stopped chanting it, because it doesn't do anything. Okay. I'm done trolling. Well, let's talk about Backlash real fast. So the pre-show match, we had Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English. It was a match, okay? It was short. It was what you would expect it to be. Ty Dillinger won. Meh. It wasn't like the wrong guy won. It was just there. I mean, I thought it was funny during the pre-show, Eric Rowan interrupted, and Booker T just kept telling him how jacked he is, babe. I don't know why. Like, I guess Booker T's trying to pretend that he's scared. Oh, Booker T. So the show actually opened with Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler. And I'm sorry, two things about this. For one, we all knew Shinsuke was going to win. I don't think anybody actually thought Dolph was going to win, because it would make no sense. None whatsoever. But my complaint for this match is how close of a match it was. Frankly, the fact that this match, I think, went 18 minutes, something like that. Let me check real fast. No, I'm sorry, it went 16 minutes. But that also made it the second longest match on the card. Third longest, maybe? Yeah, second longest match on the card, which frankly makes no sense. Because Dolph Ziggler, and I actually pulled it up and started looking into it. Okay, so since this year started, Dolph Ziggler has won 2 televised matches. On house shows, yeah, he wins. But on TV, he loses. Every time. One of them was a chairs match against Apollo Crews, or maybe Apollo Crews got DQ'd for using a chair. I don't know. But that was that. And the last time he's won on pay-per-view was No Mercy in October, I think. That was like 7-8 months ago. So why is Ziggler putting up a fight here? I don't get it. Shinsuke was fresh. Dolph apparently wasn't watching his matches, so Shinsuke should have just beat the piss out of Ziggler in like 3 minutes, tops. So, kind of against this match. But at the same point, they both looked good. It was a good match. I get it, because you can't always have the squash, but at the same point, the rest of the matches on the card were all kind of long, with the shortest match being the pre-show match, which was 8 minutes. Which maybe I'm just spoiled by WrestleMania 1, and the fact that like the longest match was like shorter than the Shinsuke Nakamura Dolph Ziggler match. Maybe I'm just spoiled by it. Anyway, so the show continued with Breezango versus the Usos, and Tyler Breeze comes down to the ring as a janitor, and he even uses the mop, which I thought was weird, because it's technically a weapon, right? That'd be a weapon, I think. And the crowd loves the mop. They even chanted for the mop. Breeze tags out, and then he takes off his robe and becomes a granny. Which, I mean, it's odd, but the crowd fucking loved it. So, in the end, that's what really matters. I mean, this is just a mid-card crap match, so one of the Usos takes the dress off and throws it wildly and actually hit JBL with it. I'm like, was he aiming for him? And then they show the replay, and it doesn't look like he was aiming for him. Apparently JBL's just a chick magnet. But yeah, Usos steal one, and frankly, the wrong guys won here. If like I haven't been able to watch SmackDown for a while, aside from like a week or two ago, I was able to start watching it again. But from what I remember, they haven't even been on TV that much. So why are they winning? Breezango could do more with the belts, if we're being honest here. I know it doesn't look good that your tag champs, are a joke. But at the same point, the Usos haven't done shit. Shit. So why are they winning? I don't get it. It's like SmackDown continues to just destroy their tag division. Before it was American Alpha running through everybody. And now it's, oh, here, look, this team has a chance. No, they don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. 2-month title run already, and they've defended it like twice, I think. It was an okay match. It was more of a joke match anyway. Which I guess makes sense on why they put it after Nakamura Ziggler. Anyway, the Baron Corbin Sami Zayn match. And the thing I found really interesting was that there was a clashing Let's Go Corbin Sami Zayn chant. Which kind of caught me off guard because I thought people didn't like Baron Corbin. I thought Baron Corbin had a very small fan base. But apparently not. The match was kind of long and dull. And then for some reason Sami Zayn won. Which makes no sense. None whatsoever. Who cares? Ginger's, okay, limos pull up, and then before Ginger steps out, the Singh brothers have to put a rug down. And my argument here is that if the whole point of the storyline is that he's not supposed to be a stereotype, then what the fuck was with the rugs? I don't get it. He got a promo. It was decent. I mean, not big on gender yet, so it was what it was. Ellsworth comes out and calls the crowd sausages. I must be missing something. I always thought sausage just meant guys. Was that the joke? I assume there was a better joke hidden in there that I don't understand, even though, I'm 22, I should understand this joke. But, he builds himself up, talking about how great he is, even though he hasn't wrestled in, 2 months, before introducing Carmella, who got, no pop. I think what it was honestly because Jinder got a pop when he stepped out of the limo, so maybe the crowd was just tired. No, we know that's not what it was. Nobody cares about Carmella, and the match was mediocre. To be honest, wasn't really paying attention. And then in a shocking surprise twist of fate, Becky tapped her the sharpshooter. Why? I'm going to say it. This makes no sense. Because I was doing the math. The face team, Royal Fire Glow, or Royal Glow Fire, I don't fucking remember. They have had 7 women's title reigns in the last year and a half. 7. 7. The other team had 1 in 7 years. So the match made no sense. It was jobbers versus legitimate female contenders, and then Becky tapped. This just didn't work. You can argue that it worked all you want. It didn't work. It was boring. It didn't make sense. Made Becky look like an idiot. So Owens and Styles started out really slow. I mean, before I continue, Carmella won her first pay-per-view match. Good for her. I think Tamina is on her 3rd victory on pay-per-view. But anyway, Owens Styles started out really boring. And I'm going to be honest, because I kind of stopped paying attention after a while. I was like, this match is going to blow. But then it started picking up. And man, it really, really did pick up. And then for some reason, they ended the match on countout. Okay. Whatever, that means we'll just see the match again at Money in the Bank, right? No, we won't. Because they'll probably both be in the Money in the Bank match. Okay, so then we had Luke Harper versus Eric Rowan. Honestly, it was probably the most surprising... Well, no. It was the second most surprising match in terms of quality on the card. Rowan was doing a surprisingly good job. But, I mean, Kind of got bored, but I'm not big on either of these guys, so it made sense. And then, like, the Orton Jinder match starts up, and Orton just beats the piss out of Jinder before the bell rings. And the Singh brothers are just sitting there not helping. The crowd is, like, legitimately chanting Randy as loud as they can. I was like, damn. And there was a point where they were really behind Jinder. And at that point, I was like, I was the SpongeBob, caveman SpongeBob meme. I didn't get it. I'm like, well, why is this crowd so far behind Jinder? What has Jinder done to deserve this, honestly? He's been good for a month. Okay. This match, I would say, is the most surprising match in terms of quality, because Orton, generally, he's not a bad wrestler, but he's kind of dull. And Jinder kind of is a bad wrestler. But they put together a decent match. The crowd was really into it. I was into it because I'm watching it just to see what happens. And holy shit. So if you didn't watch the show and you were confused by my jokes at the beginning when I was talking about other things that were surprising today, Jinder won. And I guess we should have seen it coming, because frankly, like, there had been upsets in the show, but like up to this point, the show isn't memorable at all. Frankly, I mean, the Usos tag reign continuing. Who cares? Owens and AJ put on a good match, but it ended by count out. We're gonna forget this match happened. But this we will not forget. Whether they have Jinder drop it on like Tuesday somehow, I don't know. I'm not gonna say if I'm a fan of it or if I hate it yet, because it's just a thing at this moment. We'll give it time. I will put up a video maybe Wednesday-ish where I actually go in depth and discuss how I feel about it. But for right now, Jinder won. What the fuck? Oh man, did you guys see Backlash? This show was incredible. First we had Ty Dillinger, Mr. Perfect 10 himself, and he won his match against another NXT guy, Aiden English. And they put on a solid match where Ty did that a bunch. It was great. Then we had Sami Zayn beating that boring ass Baron Corbin. We all love Sami Zayn because Sami Zayn is a really great wrestler. And he won his match tonight against Baron Corbin. Maybe the WWE will get the message and stop trying to force Baron Corbin down our throats. And then the Usos beat Breezango. Man, the Usos, even though they're Samoan, and we generally don't like Samoans as hardcore fans, man, they like super kicking, and we love super kicks as hardcore fans. So this match was really good. And the fact of the matter is that the Usos, one of our favorite tag teams, aside from American Alpha and the New Day, was taking on Breezango, a team of 2 NXT guys. So we loved that too. And man, this match was funny, but there weren't enough flips and there weren't enough kicks. More flips, more kicks next time. And then what else happened tonight? Oh, Kevin Owens and AJ Styles put on Match of the Year. It was great. AJ Styles was doing flips. Kevin Owens was doing flips. They were going off the top rope. They were falling off the top rope. They were teasing table spots that didn't happen because we don't want table spots. We want ladder spots and flipping spots, not table spots. And then what else happened? Oh yeah, Randy Orton finally lost his title. I mean, he had that belt for, what, a month and a half now? That's way too long to have the belt on somebody not named CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, or anybody from NXT, really. I mean, you give that belt to Seth Rollins, have him run with it for a year. Give it to Bray Wyatt, he can run with it for 2 years. But, no, we can't give that belt to Orton for more than a month and a half. And man, thank goodness, because that made watching this pay-per-view worthwhile. Because that means we get to see another title change.